Hi friends, Namaskar. I Gupta Sharma welcomes you to the Future Pro YouTube channel. This is the next video in the series of the astrology. In my last video, I had made this chart and requested you to answer what is this, how do you perceive this structure. So we will talk about this more. And before that, as usual, I request you to see the videos, like them, share them, subscribe the channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon. So as soon as any video in any section of the Future Pro YouTube channel is launched, you get the information immediately and you don't miss the video of your area of interest. So in this chart, you see there are 4 squares and 8 triangles, small triangles. This is the zodiac. In the beginning of the video, you saw that every planet is revolving around the sun, and that is zodiac of 360 degree. In the initial stage, we say that the astrology is the eyes of the Vedas, because in the initial stage, long ago, the astrologers used to see the sky with the naked eyes, and they used to see the constellations. There was no concept of the signs. Only constellations or nakshatras were there. So this zodiac is then divided into signs of 30 degree each. 12 signs multiplied by 30 becomes 360. And the constellations, nakshatra, 13 degree 20 minutes. And these nakshatra or constellations are further divided into 4 parts, each of 3 degree 20 minutes. Whenever a child is born, whatever planets revolving around the sun, they had some position. So whatever position they have at that particular point of time, the child, the planets are fixed in this chart. So which we call it the horoscope of that person. Let's talk what these houses, 12 houses, are representing about the child. So for this there is a slok: Lagnat tanu dhanam bhrata sukham putra ripu striya mristyusya dharma karmaya वैश्चेति यथाक्रमात्. अर्थात तन, धन, भ्राता, brother and sisters, sukh, the happiness, putra, the progeny, ripu, enemy, stri, wife, mrityu or the age, lifespan, dharma, the religion, karma, the work a person do for his earnings, income from this work, and the expenses to live the life. These are the things represented by these 12 houses. Now, if you see, these are small triangles. So if we make one, then and then, just link these circles. These are the small triangles. This we make is a big triangle. That is called the trikona, the trine. 1, 5. Remember one thing here, when we start counting in the astrology, then it's started from the point where we are pointing out. From where, suppose we have to start it from here, this is 1, 2. If we start from here, 1, 2. If we start from here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the main part, the first house of the horoscope. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. So 1, 5 and 9 all called the trikona or triangles. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1, 4, 7 and 10. These are called the kendra, the center point. This center point, what does it represent? I say that this is, when you make a house, you make the foundation to make your house. So these are the columns. These are the foundation. These 4 houses are the foundation of a person's life. How will he perform in his life? And so these are very important things. Now if you see, 1 is common in both the points. So remove it from here. Whenever we will talk about the kendra or the trikona, then only 5 and 9, 2 houses are trikona, and 4, 7 and 10th house is called the kendra. Now others name 4 and 8, 4 and 8th house. These are called Chaturasra. 4 and 8, these are called the Chaturasra. Next come to 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 10 and 11. 3, 6, 10 and 11. 3, 6, 10 and 11. These are called Upachay. Then Anupachay. Balance of these 4 houses means 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9 and 12. These houses called the Anupachay houses. Now 6, 8 and 12. 6, 8 and 12. These are called the Trik houses. These houses said to be the most malefic houses, but this is the basic thing. I say that these are the best houses. Yes, there may be a malefic, but this has got the important. A person needs the strongness of these houses if you want to be a very strong or very intellectual person. These 3 houses are very important. Two and 7. 2 and 7. These 2 houses are called the Marak, the problems. Marak doesn't mean the death. Marak means the problems. It may be a financial kind of problem or physical kind of problem, any problem in the life. There may be it may be represent the death also, but not always. So these are the Marak houses. Now we talk 2, 5, 2, 2, 5, 8 and 12, 11, sorry. 8, 5, 2, 5, 8 and 11. 2, 5, 8 and 11. These are called Panafar. Then the Apoklim. 3, 6, 9 and 12. These are called the Apoklim. So these are the name given to these houses, and when any planet sit in these houses, it has got the different kind of results. It is going to give the different kind of results in these houses. Suppose how a planet is sitting in the 9th house, it will give a different kind of results. If it is sitting in the 12th house, it will give in the different kind of the results. Just I finish it up here, and before finishing it up, just keep all these things in the mind and try to analyze what these nouns are representing. For example, I give you one point. Upachay. Upachay means the production. So if I say that third house represents the power, the parakram, the power of a person. Sixth house is the competition, the person's power, competition, and the work and income. This means this person, the houses, if a person's life, these houses are strong, it means this person is going to be his earnings from his sources only. So just keep these in the mind and try to analyze what are the meaning of these houses. So at this end, thank you very much for watching.